it's Trevor, and this is Discovering Gay History. Okay, let's talk about it. Stonewall. 5 lies you've been told about the Stonewall Uprising. Here we go. The first myth we're gonna bust. Marsha P Johnson threw the first brick at the Stonewall riots. Here we go. This is in no way to diminish the incredible work and activism that Sylvia Rivera and Marsha P Johnson did for our community. We would be nowhere without them. But let's get our facts straight. There are other queer women of color that we are erasing by saying that Sylvia or Marsha threw the first brick at Stonewall. So let's talk about it. Marsha P Johnson, in her own words, has said that she was not there to kick off the first riot, the night of the first riot. She was there about 45, 50 minutes after the riots had started. The fires were already burning. So that's the first thing. The second thing about this statement that is incorrect is that there were no bricks the first night. There's no just like pile of bricks laying in front of the bar. What was thrown? Bottles from the bar, shot glasses from the bar, coins because they were mad at the police for being paid off by the mob that controlled all of these bars, and trash cans because that's what was like on the streets. So no bricks. Maybe rocks, but no bricks. The third false thing about this statement. We're forgetting Stormy DeLavier. Stormy was a butch drag king who was arrested that night. So the cops would come into these bars and arrest people who were wearing clothes that did not match their gender. There was like a certain percentage of the opposite gender's clothes that you had to have, that you could not have on, or you would be arrested. And she is the one that fought back and started the riots. And we're erasing her from history. She is so important. Don't forget Stormy. Okay, I think I addressed everything in that statement. Stonewall is often credited with being the start of the gay rights movement. That's not true either. We've had gay rights organizations like the Madison Society. We've got Frank Kameny and Barbara Giddings who are doing work before and after this, but before this. And we have riots and uprisings that we forget to talk about that are on the West Coast. 1959, we've got the Cooper Donuts riots. Go watch my video about that. I'll link it below. We've got the sit-in at Julius, which happened in April 1966. We can't forget, there would be no Stonewall if it was not for Julius. And in 1967, we have the Black Cat protests, another LA event. Go watch my video for that, it's down here. Oh, and go watch the video for the Julius bar, it's down here. And then, last but not least, the Compton's cafeteria riots that happened in August of 1966. All of these events were critical in the bubble, the boil of the gay rights movement in the 60s, the late 50s and into the 60s. Without crediting those events, we are washing away and forgetting critical moments in our shared history. We have to remember it. Stonewall couldn't have happened without those other things. And last but not least, there is a myth that the death of Judy Garland is what prompted the Stonewall riots to occur. That is also not true. While we lost an incredible legend the summer of 1969, that was not why we were so upset. The LGBTQ community had been experiencing abuse and discrimination for decades. And these other protests had bubbled and boiled over the last decade to sort of burst at Stonewall. Yes, the Gay Liberation Front happened. Yes, the first Pride March happened after Stonewall, and we commemorate Stonewall as the start of that. There were decades of discrimination before that. And while the bar may have been a bit more crowded than usual because of the death of Judy Garland, we weren't just sassy queens crying because our diva had died. It sort of diminishes what was truly going on to say that Judy Garland is the reason that Stonewall happened. R.I.P. Queen. All right, that does it. You know the drill. Like, share, subscribe, comment, donate. Please donate to this week's fundraiser. I'd really appreciate it. You can find it on my Facebook page, and we'll see you tomorrow on Discovering Gay History.